want to know what my 10 VR games are of the year that I played, obviously not all of new releases because I haven't touched every game. I haven't touched many that even released this year because I'm working through the backlog now. So, like I said, this video, like I said yesterday, is going to be top 10 VR games I covered on the channel this year. And then obviously next year I have intentions of playing way more VR games because there will always be a VR video every day. That's the goal. It's the plan. So 365 VR videos coming out next year. That's going to be a lot of VR games, a lot of, you may see more of the random VR stuff, like VR chat stuff as this, from reaction stuff to talk stuff to, I know me and my friends have a few videos in the plans there that I've been working with them. There's probably a weekly RP thing that could be spoiled, being leaked, that I'm trying to set up with friends. So you'll probably see more VR chat for here and there. Yeah, full year of VR coming, 365. Because I don't think it's a leap year. I think the leap year was like 20. Oh, it was this year, wasn't it? 2022, I think. I don't remember. Don't matter. 365 videos at least coming out this year. And I do plan on playing Skyrim as well, so that will be coming out. So, yeah. Woo! VR. So what's the top 10 covered? At number 10, we start with, this was only a demo, so that's why it's probably going to be lower than when I actually play it sometime in 2023. Runes Magus, how do you pronounce that? This was like a little demo I played in the middle of the year, I believe, because it came out like I think in October officially, and I never got around to playing it yet. But it's a VR JRPG with voice acting, all that good stuff. So, I had to try it out when it was a little demo to play. It was very interesting from the little demo. Looking forward to playing the full game. From what little bit I did play, it was really good, really enjoyable. So it's been on my list forever, like most games are. Backlog the heck. So expect this sometime in 2023. I don't know exactly when I'll get to this one, but this one is definitely one of the ones I want to play in 2023. So this will be coming out in a full series sometime this year. But for now, you got the one little teaser video out. Things like 30-40 minutes worth. So you get a good little glimpse into the game. Yeah. So number 18. And number 9. We got me. The other reason this is lower, as much as I love Batman, is you don't actually have to do too much, but it is still really cool getting to explore around Gotham to a point, with really good story and stuff, in VR. So instead of, just playing like the good Batman games on desktop and stuff, you get to be in Gotham, walking around, getting to see Gotham as if you were standing in Gotham. Joker in that is a like 10 out of 10 Joker in the story bits. It was video really hard to see. Very dark for the Dark Knight. Batman's great, Arkham's great, so exploring it in VR is great. You get to also explore around Bruce's mansion a little bit, a teeny bit. So, like I said, just really cool to get to, explore around as Batman. Because Batman's epic. Batman's best superhero, period. Because it's like, it's logical to what Batman does versus like say lame Superman. Who's OP as hell for no reason. At number 8, as it says in the big corner of the video, because I don't know why VR games do this when you record them. It is Budget Cuts at number 8. It was a fun game where you could play stealthy, or you can just go mayhem and chaos and kill all the evil robots like I did. Because, evil robot trying to kill me, I gotta kill it first so it don't kill me. Had some good puzzles, had some quirky little narrative going in there. Good game. And here the passcode to get the fax message here. It was boom. Very funny. Number 7, we have Dragon Fist Kung Fu VR, I believe is what it's called. Could be wrong, but I'll put the box, down here like I did for yesterday's video with the title of the game. It has full body support for a VR Kung Fu game. So, in your room, you can be like kicking around. There's a level where you're in a restaurant with a bunch of tables around, and you can sit there and just like leg slap, like just slap your leg through every table and break them. Great. Fantastic. Very fun game to if you want to practice some kung fu moves, or you just want to be active but you don't want to just be running around, you want to fight. It's a good fighting game. It actually responded pretty well to the fights, which is really nice for VR, especially since you do get full body support. The full body was a little jank to set up at first, but once you get used to it in the game, because it is a little weird compared to other games for its calibration for some reason, from what I remember. The finger pokes of doom here. My go-to at times. Sometimes I'd actually because it's really cool that you can just move your arms and legs and fight in VR in the privacy of your room, so you don't have to worry about people judging you. At number 6, the series I just recently finished, Sword Riviere, I believe. You get quite a few different enemies to fight. Another JRPG kind of thing. You get isekai'd into a world. You are a new hero. You must save the village, castle area you start at. And you set out and fight, the big bad guy at the end. It has 4 abilities types. You have fire, you have water, you have kind of a grass nature kind of thing, and then gold. Each have their own strengths and weaknesses to their abilities and stuff like that. There's 4 different types of monsters based around it. It was a fun little collecting game, and actually had a good crafting system that I enjoyed. It was a little grindy, which you expect with a crafting system, but you get to craft and make your own weapons and stuff like that. Well, not your own weapons, I guess, but the weapons in the game that you use. So, the earth vine there, the water for the pushback and stuff, the fire for the damage, gold had a really good pushback. But, it was all good, fun game with a good little story, and you get to be the OP hero. You get to be the isekai main character. At the number 5, if you've ever played Super Hot and you didn't know, there is a Super Hot VR, which is so much better. If you really enjoy Super Hot, the ability to move around with the sticks and stuff and it affecting time. Well, imagine now, instead of a controller, you are the controller. Any movement you made, your hands, your head, move time. So you are now super in control of the time, and the juking and dodging around and stuff, it got so crazy. I was ducking down to the ground, jumping up, moving left and right, punching, catching things, shooting guns. The craziness of Super Hot got amplified to 10 or 12. Yeah, amplified to 12 in the VR version. Just because, it's so much more crazy when you have to look out and duck and dodge and stuff versus just controller. This is probably my prime example, and I would suggest most people's first VR game you try, because it really encapsulates, especially if you've played stick version on a controller or keyboard or whatever, what VR can really do for a lot of games to help elevate it to a higher level. It may not work for all games, obviously, but for Super Hot, it is this is a good ground level test of what VR can be and will be going forward. At number 4, it's a Beat Saber clone, but does its own on it to stand out on its own. Pistol Whip. Good songs. It's got a campaign with actual story to follow, which was really cool that I played recently. It's got this fist fight mode, which is great. The only thing is, it could have, brought more enemies to punch, but it fits with the song, so it still works. Very fun game. I found a lot more fun at times in VR and Beat Saber, because having the guns, and it's like Super Hot meets Beat Saber. But the only problem is I haven't looked to see if there's mini VR mods for it yet, but it's not as it doesn't seem to have as much mods as Beat Saber, probably because of popularity. I'll have to look more into that. If I do, I will do more Pistol Whip. But fun game. Good song choices in the game already. And the in-game modability, like its modifications of what you can pick your weapons, what you want. Like, do you want invincibility? Do you want? So, pretty good there. Fun game. I'm rambling on. You had to know with Pistol Whip at 4. 3 had to be Beat Saber. Of course, because it's Beat Saber. It's even if it wasn't the first one, it was the first one to really make the rhythm chop games like this, kind of like the mainstream, I guess. Good songs in the base game, pretty good base game. But then, as you see, mods. Here I am using KDIRE to play a song through the mod list. It was a League of Legends song, as I did a whole episode around the League of Legends songs because they're good. So very moddable. So base game's already good enough, but then you mod the heck out of it and you make it 100 times better. Never goes on sale, but you can mod it. So when you can mod things, makes it a billion times better. Tons of music through the mods, tons of avatars, things you can do with the camera, the levels, the backgrounds, everything. You can change the whole game to how you want it. So right up there, probably would be a standard top 5 VR game for a long while. That will spawn a lot of clones like Pistol Whip and stuff to just give us more things like that. Good time killer. At number 2, the playthrough I just finished, good old Cosmonious High, which it also says in the corner, because again, for some reason some VR games do that. I don't know why. It's a little annoying for recording, but it is what it is. You're alien going to alien school. You interact with other aliens, you do aliens stuff, you collect those little blebs. Look at it. There's 20 of those to find. You gotta find all 20 of them. There's a couple other little side things you can do. There's a couple classes that's more goofy than anything else. It's from the same creators of Job Simulator for VR and Vacation Simulator for VR. Both are good games as well, but this is their standout game for me because the other two are kind of very locked to a point. This one was a lot more explorative, which is great. Unfortunately, though, it only had a teleport movement, but so it made me want to dislike it, but the game is good enough that I oversaw that, and this game is still really good. Lots of collection things. You get cool powers, so you're constantly powering up throughout it to get new powers to do new things around the school. So I say a 10 out of 10 VR game. Well worth the play if you like a little bit of comedy, a little bit of side collecting, side quests. Just good VR. Then, of course, at number 1. What's wrong with the screen, huh? What's wrong with you, screen? Oh, wait. Number 1 is obviously the game I'm sitting in right now, VR Chat. And VR Chat, whether you love it, hate it, don't know about it, or you only heard the bad things about it or only heard the good things about it, VR chat is probably the VR chat or the VR game to stay. Because you know how there's like those established games that everybody plays and everybody's at least tried it. VR chat is free. It's got so much to do. It stands alone as like so much to do constantly to come back to. They do world creation events now, hopefully more often. They've done it a couple times sporadically. Stopped. Pushes people to make really good worlds. You've got things from obstacle courses to horror maps like Gmod maps. You've got game worlds. You've got mini game worlds. You've got hangout worlds. You've got exploration worlds. Games with classic game worlds. You know, you've got full body support. Obviously, there's more options of VR or full body coming open to people. So if you don't have as much money to get the high end ones, you can get the low end ones. You can play this on the Quest. You can play this on PC. You can play this with each other on Quest and PC. You know, it's the good option in VR to keep coming back. It's the like one game you can come back to over and over and over and over and over again. So you just have like that constant come back to this game. You know, like I said, you've seen videos already on my channel from Mario worlds that were recreated in VR by somebody. You have some worlds I can't stream because of music things, but there's anime guest worlds. There's so many things, and it's constantly evolving, constantly upgrading. You know, you can have full avatars, not the little half body things that the meta does, because constantly tons of new worlds made every day. Not all are good, but hey, so even some of the bad worlds end up being so bad they're good if you just explore around. So VR chat, like I said, the #1 gold standard of VR. It's not perfect, but it's constantly something to come back to. Thanks for putting up with my rambling again. If you can, do that like and comment thing so that people can YouTube pushes my video out to people, so I can see more people, so more people can see me, so I can talk to more people. And yeah, for the comments, drop your recommended VR games if you've played any, or any that if you aren't sure you want to buy. Tell me, I'll buy them, I'll try them, I'll put them up there, and you can see if they're good, and I'll let you know if they're good or bad, or if you trust me as a trusty person that enjoys stuff. Whatever you want to see me do, drop in the comments. I'm down to play new games all the time because I love VR. It's cool because I can do this, I can dance if I want to. Thank you again for watching. It's been a fun 8 months of posting. I've really enjoyed it. As this will be the last video of the year. Well, last VR video of the year. There will be another video posted in about 5 hours after this one. But the last VR video, so I won't see you till next year. Yeah. All the way till next year. But yeah, thanks again for watching the video. Do the like thing if you think my dumbass is worth liking. Subscribe as well. I always forget that because I'm just not really good at the selling out stuff. But yeah, I appreciate any of the support this year. Bigger year coming next year. Massive dedication to VR coming next year because I really want to give VR out there to more people and try to show them more positive, different stuff like Cosmonious High and stuff, not the same stuff that gets pushed out like Beat Saber, which is good, and other games like that. Because I know I'll do a lot of VR chat, but you're rambling boy.